Very good morning, dear children. Welcome back to RV Online class. Today, we are going to learn about that connecting people. It's your 14th chapter of your EVS. Yes, I will give first important words on this lesson. Now, done, students. First one is contact. Second one is telephone. 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 Possible. 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 Messages. 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 Fifth one. Horse riders. HORSERIDERS. Horse riders. Next sixth one. Internet. Internet. Seventh one is that sending. Sending. Receiving. 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 And communication. Communication. Parcels. 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 Post office. Post office. Courier. 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 Mudras. Mudras. Sign language. SIGNLANGUAGE. Sign language. These are the important words on this chapter. Let's read once again, students. Contact, telephone, possible, messages, horse riders, internet, sending, receiving, communication, parcel, post office, courier, mudras, and sign language. These are the important words. Have you noted down? Can I note this one? Note down first. Okay. Connecting people. Connecting people means in this chapter we have learned about the communication. How do we communicate between two or more persons? Yes, students? In this chapter, we learn about the communication. Then what do you mean by communication? Communication means exchange the information between two or more people. Exchange the telephone and we can exchange our thoughts, ideas, thoughts, ideas, and communication between two or more people. We call it communication. We do communication through telephones, letters, internet, newspapers, books, and so on. Okay, students, we do communication by telephones and computer, internet. We make the communication. In olden times, people communicate with the help of pigeons and horse riders. Communication means exchange of ideas. What do you mean by communication? Communication. Communication. Connecting people means communication. Communication means exchange of information, thoughts, and ideas between two or more people. Called communication. In olden times, people used to communicate their ideas to sending by letters. With the help of pigeons, they send the letters, and horse riders also exchange the ideas. With the help of pigeon and horse riders, in olden times do their communication. Nowadays, we have fastest means of communication, that is telephone and mobile phone are the communication, and also we have postcards. Okay, in this one we have to connect the people within a seconds. Okay, we can connect the people, one or two people in this communication, telephone and mobile. Then England letters, we send the letters, postcards, parcels through post office, and these are the communication means. And also we communicate more than 2 or 3% with the newspaper, radio, and books. Okay, this about communication. Some people do not able to speak. They use sign language. Dancers make signs with the hands called mudras. The people who do not know to speak, they use sign language to communicate each other. These about connecting people. Students, do you got this? Connecting people means communication between communication. In this communication, we use mobile phones, telephone, postcards, newspaper, books, internet, pigeon, horse ride are the communication. Send the messages through these devices. Okay. Next, we go to the lesson. I will read once again. Sometimes you cannot travel to meet someone, but you need to contact them. Then what do? Yes, we cannot travel to meet someone. If so far distance is there means we cannot travel and we don't have time that much to connect them. Otherwise, we use the send. You can send a letters, talk on a telephone or on a mobile. Students, how do we connect those people? We can connect them, send the letters or talk on a telephone or a mobile phones. We can connect through them like this. This was not possible in olden days. Already told you that in olden days, the telephone, mobile phones and postcards are not available in those days. Then what those people do to connect the people? People used to train pigeon to carry. Here is the students pigeon carrying a letter. This one. The people use pigeon to carry the messages in olden days. Sometimes the messages were sent by horse riders, but they took a long time to reach. They used the trained pigeon or horse riders to send the messages. What they use, students? Pigeon and horse riders. The well-trained pigeons and horse riders they use to send the messages. But it takes long time to reach the messages. These days, you can send message through an email within a seconds using internet. In your mobile phone or in your computer, we have an internet. We can send a messages within a second. Sending and receiving messages is called communication. Communication means sending and receiving a messages is called a communication. We can send letters, postcards, parcels, many orders and speed post through post office. What we do? In post office, we can send the postcards, parcels and money orders and speed post through post office. We can also send letters and parcels. We can also send letters and parcels through courier service. Newspapers, books, radio and TV help us to communicate with many people at the same time. Radio, books and newspapers are the communication device. They communicate with many people at the same time. We have shared the idea on newspaper. Many people read same time. So we can exchange our ideas to more people through books, newspaper and radio. These are the communicate with many people at the same time. And nowadays, telephones or mobile phones have made it easy to connect to the people. You can talk to anyone in any part of the world at any time. Nowadays, the telephone and mobile phones are the fastest means of communication. By these telephones and mobile phones, we can contact a person within a second. So we can contact them within a second. This is the fastest means of communication. And dancers made signs with hands called mudras. They'll do like this in Bharatanatyam. No, dancers do like this, like this, like this. These called mudras. In the same way, people who cannot speak use sign language. The person they cannot speak, they use sign languages. They make acting and they exchange their thoughts by acting by signs. This is called sign language. Okay, students, hope you all understood about this lesson. Tomorrow session we move to exercise. Okay, thank you.